I'm gonna keep Doc Holiday. Mercy, mercy. Enemy Theotar would have offered Uther.
I see you've brought I see you've brought guests.
All right, Smiley. If that's even your real name. If that's even your real name. Show me 40 card Reno Slop Rouge. Alright. I'll show you the Slop Rouge. My opponent's already doing that for you. I'm so like used to not clicking this button. I think against this deck I should have. Obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah, this was definitely a press the button game, but what can I say? I don't believe in that button. Not about pressing that button. Do I like this better than the rest of my hand? Would be good if I coined and got exactly what you call it. I don't love giving up the coin.
On the side of my face.
Maybe I won't. I think Doc is really good. So maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coin Doc and then Finley. That's my new plan. That frog launcher. You think it's a staff, but it's actually a frog launcher. Don't you get to see more frogs in the staff when it's not the diamond version? I think the non-diamond version has like 3 frogs at the tip of the staff. Also, what a random... what a random card. The Staff of 9 Frogs, is that a thing in WoW? Why is she wearing a hat made of beef jerky? Good question, good question. Why aren't you wearing a staff of beef jerky? That's the real question. One frog down, 8 more to go. Hopefully there's a board clear on the bottom of my deck. Because if there isn't, I think we're toasty roasty. See if playing no cards for 3 turns and then coining a card is a good way to win a Hearthstone game. The Staff of Chunky Soup. It really is the Staff of Chunky Soup, isn't it? The chunkiest soup. Alright, let's be Mill Shaman and give them a bunch of pirates so that they mill. Why wouldn't someone want to wear a Staff of Beef Jerky? It's food on the good. Food on the good or food on the go? I choose to believe you meant food on the good, because that's funnier to me. Did it really whiff every single... Oh, okay, it got devolved. Thank goodness. Not that the devolve is even that good here, but like, sheesh. Well, I love to leave that there, but unfortunately, I must make a taunt. Do you really need a clear? Does anyone need a clear? I don't know. The delayed frog gambit is a high level strategy. True. True. Nice. I'm into it. I'm into that. Opponent sure is trading. They sure are trading. I miss you, Grumble. Have ever eaten a frog? I've had frog legs at some point, I'm pretty sure. Either that or I'm making it up. This hits Curator, I could play them both if I do this. And it's going to, because this is already in my hand. Alright, sick. Another amazing Marshy success. Huge for the Marshy fans. Our frogs are really starting to pay off. Marshy, do you think Il'gynoth is a purple dinosaur? What else could it be? What else would it be? Razor Scale, my beloved. Scabs?
Keep your enemies close, and your shadows close.
How dare you? I actually was going to play Razor Scale this turn, but now I don't know what to do with myself. Other than be sad that I'm about to overdraw Reno. Or a board clear. That actually would have been pretty good too. I don't want to use this because I want to save it for my Zilliax next turn. Look at that thing. Look at its mouth. Wow. Chat, should I put chat on screen? I forgot I was gonna do that. I was thinking some of my videos would definitely be more fun if chat was on screen. Like, also more watchable. You would love it. To figure out how to consolidate my chats. All right, so now I was tempted to do this, but I think I am still gonna Zilly. I think that's just better. I think that's just better. Are we cooking now? We're cooking. We're always cooking. You would love to see chat on YouTube vids. I'll work on that soon. Soon. Then you guys can see what comments I ignore. Sometimes I ignore a comment because the comment is referencing a game I know I didn't use for YouTube, and so like if I read it out in order for the game to be usable for YouTube, I have to then explain what happened in the previous game. So that's like one type. Sometimes people are just being obnoxious, and like I'm tired of reading out their messages, or like they said something stupid and I don't feel like addressing it sometimes. And sometimes I don't know, I just don't. Also, sometimes I miss comments. Sometimes comments are fine and I miss them. But like, don't think that just because I didn't read something is because what you said was stupid or annoying, because that's not true. All right, well, my opponent just did that to me. It's only sometimes true, chat. Only sometimes. Look, our frogs are just getting there. Look at them just get there. I would only like to see chat if it doesn't compromise the size of Marshy's face on the screen. Would you like to see it if it made my face on the screen bigger? Like even more. Even more Martian. Aw, bummer. Now they might not do it again. I was really hoping they would just go for highest twice. What did we lose? Did we lose? No, we didn't lose Golganath. We lost Razor Scale and Lotheb, which is fine. Alright, so they're gonna do that again. Pretty sure. Now, when you play Hook Tusk, does it go for the top 5 cards of the deck or just 5 random cards? Cause that's gonna affect what I do here vis-a-vis this guy. I forgot it was random. After you play your left and rightmost card, draw a card. Maybe I'd like this back. Alright, we gotta make him scared, I guess. It's random, probably. It's 5 random. Alright, so I could Polk Eld in hopes of getting my Shudderwalk next turn. Well, now that I have this, maybe I could just for sure. Well, yeah, I don't know. Alright, no Polk Eld for me. No Golganath for me. Okay. They got my Zilly too, right? Man. Can't believe you just called all of chat stupid and annoying. Someone had to. Alright. Someone has to know. Someone had to know. You had one job, Renethal? That's true, Renethal! What are you doing? Alright, our draw card lived. Also, do we ever just win? Probably not. At least they didn't get back Hook Tusk. Oh, this can't attack. I don't think it's ever lethal, right?
Your wish is my suggestion.
It is lethal. Duh. Thank you, Zeppies. Thank you. I'd be lost without you, Zeppies. We got all the way to 8 frogs, chat. Almost got to 9. Frog Gambit paid off. Up against Mage. I don't want to play against Mage. You play against Mage. Parrot Sanctuary.
I see you've brought guests.
Hey Martian, it is quite fantastic to view the front of your head on this fine Friday. Thank you. Good to see you, Sergeant Seshmore. I didn't realize I was 10 minutes behind the broadcast. I can't just pause this like a Martian video. You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it. But what are you gonna do, Sir Sanic? What are you gonna do against my parrot? Look at it go. I like Turbulus a lot. I think it's a fun card. Opponent seems hostage magey. Chat, would you just rip Polkel on 4? Would you just do it? MartianBuu, if you had to guess. I think this is even more likely to be a hostage now, right? You don't think so? Well, I'm on a 5/6 OP. It does seem OP. What if we made it even more OP? Bomb, bomb. We're gonna smork him down, chat. I should have done that in the opposite order, right? This would have gotten +1. No, it wouldn't have worked. Never mind. I did it right. Take it all back. Because if I did it in the opposite order, then this would have copied that instead of the other thing. I need some draw first. You need some draw first. Is this deck good for free-to-play gamers? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, chat, should I start like trying to build wild decks that cost, you know, like with only rares in it? Like as rares as high as it goes? Because I do every once in a while get comments that are like, man, I really like your content, but like I can't build any of your decks. Should I try and you know, make content for the free-to-play gamers? Could be a fun challenge. The problem with it though is like if I'm building with only rares, I'm so much more likely to be building an aggro deck, right? So, you know, in my experience, aggro deck videos don't tend to get views. So, there's that. Could be like a free-to-play week series of videos where during the whole week you only post free-to-play decks. You do that and I'll make a 40 deck with only legendaries. Very good. Your aggro deck is currently bombing. Yeah, in my experience, it doesn't go well. But I was gonna say a lot of my like, you know, learnings from having done this for as long as I have been, I don't want to say debunked lately, but like not holding as true as it used to. Like a lot of things that, you know, typically do well aren't doing well anymore, and a lot of things that I expect to do poorly end up doing well. So like I feel like we've entered a new age of the Hearthstone YouTube viewer, and so I'm kind of having to learn all over again. So if there was a time to try some aggro decks, I think it would be now. Isn't that right, Sir Sanic? Sir Snacky Snacks. Do you think that's objection? It's literally always objection, right? I was smorking, but now I feel like that was a mistake. So, unlucky for me, I guess. Alright. What kind of decks don't get traction now? So just a lot of my old slower like dirtily decks don't quite get there in the same way, and I've had some like combo decks and meta decks do well. It used to be, so like Reno Warlock is starting to do well again. Like that one's kind of back as far as like if I post a Reno Warlock video, I can expect it to do well again, but for a while it wasn't. Yeah, it was like Control Warrior and Reno Warlock back in my day. Used to be, if I post this, it will be really good. Like it will get a lot of views, and then they started to not do well for a while. I have a Reno Warrior on the docket today, so we'll see how that goes. As far as like as far as seeing if stuff, I want to get rid of that Varden. It scares me. I otherwise did want to play Ysera, but the Varden needs to go. Goodbye, Varden. The ETC must go. Oh, you think I should have gotten rid of that? Getting Ysera back probably would have been whatever. You're right. I should have gotten rid of the ETC. So yeah, we'll see if Warrior's back. I'm gonna post a Reno Warrior video. You know, if this makes it into the video, I would be posting it tomorrow. So we'll see. If you did only rares, that would be a true untapped potential for your deck. Real. Chat, I gloved up. Chat. I made a whoopsie oopsie, if you know what I mean. Historically, Warrior is your highest viewership class with DK. Yeah, it was that way for me for a long time. Long time. But then, mostly during, like, while Reno Warrior was good in Standard, it stopped working. Like, it just, like, wasn't good anymore. So, that's rotated. We'll see if it's changed. Well, there's been enough time. Maybe people appreciate it again. Hi, Martian. Hi, chat. Kibler published today a video that Standard actually sucks. Does that mean Wild is saved? Wild is saved. It's true. Wild is in a perpetual state of constantly being saved, by the way. It's always saved. Cold Storage Astrolord? No. No. I thought about it, but no. No, thank you. You saved Wild. Good job, KBLT. Proud of you. No Rogue always hits. Yeah, that's another one. It's really funny because I never post Mill Rogue videos, but every once in a while I do, and they always surprise me. It was like in Stormwind, that was like my my biggest hit video that I posted. I remember posting it and being like, wow, everyone complains about this deck, but like they really want to watch it. They don't want to face it, they do want to watch it. Okay, here's my ideal cold storage target. We'll get ourselves back one of those. Tax Paladin went insane for you. Didn't expect it, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't build mine the way you said you built yours, but it also did still do well. Let's see, like for an aggro deck. How did we do? Yeah, it was one of my most successful videos recently. It's the tax paladin. People just like funny stuff, I guess. Paladin, by the way, that's another one where, like, if we're talking about you know, rebalancing my expectations based on new information. Toss that to the objection. And copy Shadowwalk so that we can prevent the Ramoth one more time. You know, like, oh, Paladin decks can do well now. It used to be they could not. It used to be you would not do well with Paladin deck. But now, now they do okay, I guess. Tax Paladin is your third highest video ever. Nice. How do you feel about Odin Warrior? I personally like that one. I like Even Warrior. Is my favorite way to do Odin. And those did okay. So I did like an Even Warrior series and an Even Death Knight series, and the Even Warrior series did decent. Like, it was all right. I was a little sad it didn't do better, but you know, it did fine. The Even Death Knight series flopped. That was sad. Please repeat your inspirational pronunciation of Mayne live on stream. Okay, Mayne. It's Mayne. So the secret is to simply look at the worst performing class at the time and play those and avoid the top tiers. I think that helps. I think that helps. I mean, I could get a Shutterwalk back. If this is objection, what am I doing next? Do I lose if this is objection?
Flames on the side of my face.
Here, I do. Yeah, that's also a problem if it's objection. So 5 blocks the objection. This would leave me one for, okay. All right, sick. There goes your hopes from even Reno DK. Yeah, I mean, like, it could, I don't know. It's, if even DK hadn't flopped, I might try that. Oh wait, did we just lose to cringe? After all this time? That's so funny. I mean, it's not that cringe, you know, it's like, it would be exciting if I was doing it, but, like, I thought I had played that pretty well, and then I just got cheesed. Too bad. Rope. Oh, they're gonna make it for sure. Wamp, 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 wamp,